business is a separate individual. Money for your business is not your money. And your money is not the money for what? For the business. What are you offering different? Why should I leave other chapati making people and I go to the people who make chapati from Chama here? I looked for something that can relate with Mutua Wansi. When you mention that statement, everyone will think of these peasants, people who are not so well financially. But I had to go back. We are all Africans, right? Whatever that I'm going to talk about here, it's not rocket science, it's not new. This is information that you already have, but some of us have not taken interest to develop it, to analyze it. Okay, so they used to plant crops, reach a point of harvesting, and after harvesting, they would store some. Okay, my presentation is hitting 3 birds at a go. I'm touching you as an individual, I'm touching your business, and I'm touching the savings group. Okay, now your business. These are 9 elements that you should look at when you're defining your business. 1 is the customer segment. Customer segments. Who are your customers? Are they males? Are they females? Are they children? Are they adults? What kind of customers are you serving? If they are adults, from which age to which age? The next point is your value proposition. Value proposition is what are you offering different? Why should I leave other chapati making people and I go to the people who make chapati from Chama here? Your value proposition. What product are you offering? Then what's the value proposition around there? We can all have hotels, but why should someone choose to come to my hotel instead of going to Sheraton? Channels. Channels, we are looking at 2 things. 1 is communication, 2nd is distribution. Which channels of communication do you use? How do you communicate in your business? Then distribution. How do customers get your products? I want you to start asking yourself such a question. Customer relationships. We have seen that you have identified your customer, you have sold it to him or her your value proposition, they have decided to buy from you. As you guys were introducing yourselves, and some people are saying, okay, I'm going to buy this from you. What are you going to do to maintain that relationship? Revenue streams. How does money come to your business? We first dealt with you as a person to list down things that bring money into your pockets. Now we are looking at a business. I don't know if you have already realized that a business and you are different. A business is a separate individual. Money for your business is not your money. And your money is not the money for what? For the business. Revenue streams. What brings money to your business? I know now some of you have started thinking, okay, you have put on income sources, you have put money from your business. Now you have started realizing that you have no what? The money you think is yours belongs to the business, is not yours. We shall correct something around that. Now, key resources. What are some of the most important resources you need for your business to operate? What do you need to produce the value proposition? Okay? Then, key activities. What activities do you do in your business? Okay, who has a business here? This is the only people I'm talking to. But even others, we have realized the income sources. You cannot depend on one. Better start thinking of other 3 income sources. At least to be financially stable, you need 4 income. If you're only depending on employment, it's not enough. Key partners. Who are the most important people you need in your business? Are they the suppliers? URA is one of the most important key partners you need. Cost structure. Cost structure now, I want you to understand this. I want you to go back to the customer segment. How much do you incur in expenses to get the customers? Do you advertise? How much do you spend on that? Then go to the value proposition. The products that you're producing, how much do you incur? What expenses do you incur to produce the products you're producing and to create value that other people don't have? Go to the channels. Through the communication and distribution, how much cost do you incur?
Customer relationships. How much cost do you incur to maintain the relationships with your customer? Is it the discounts you give? Is it the condolences you give to your customers? Then you skip, you go to the key resources, the resources that you need. What costs do you incur? Then the key activities, the day-to-day activities, day-to-day running of the business. How much do you spend? Key partners, you spend on them. For example, you pay tax. That's something that you need to note. Now, when you come to the cost structure, you just total it. That's what a business plan is in simple words. Now, you go on my business description or goal. Why did I start this business? That's where the value proposition also comes. You're thinking about it. You go to the key partners. I make you share. Who are my key partners? Go to the key activities. At the end of it all, you'll be having a business plan for your business. And this business plan, you can use it to pitch to the investors. When you meet Chamageo and he says he has only 5 minutes and you want 10 millions from him, that's what you do. You just go through my customer segments, this is the kind of customers I serve, these are my key activities, this is my cost structure in a month, I use this kind of money, these are the financial projections for the next 3 years. I need an investment of 10 million for 10% equity in my business. Simple as that. But you have to do the plan, you have to do the work right now so that you are up to date with your business. Now, I want two people to stand up and share with me the expenses and income sources.
My expenses, I have rent, I have transport, I have fees, the basic needs of life. Then my income generating assets, I have rentals, I have.
So how many income sources do you have?
I have salary,
Okay.
I have business,
Okay.
then I have rentals, and I have dividends from some shares.
Can you appreciate him? Okay. Thank you so much for being honest and sharing with us. Now, I want you to look at the money that you have, that you listed as income sources. I want you to compare it with the income sources that you have. Income sources and expenditures. Compare them.
If I may ask that, there's the gifts, donations, and Kameza money for.
Those are expenses. A Kameza money for a lady is income source. But for a man it is an expense. Now, I want you to realize this. The money that you think is yours is not yours. Some of you have put rent, medical bills. The money that you think is yours belongs to a doctor, belongs to your landlord.